People look at stories through different lenses. I have my own take on some of these trending issues. Hi, I'm Mariah and welcome to In Case You Missed It. Hello, I'm Mariah and welcome to this week's episode of In Case You Missed It on SportsMax and CEEN TV. Well, as you know, Guyana have been crowned this year's West Indies Under-19 Women's Champions for the first time. Well, the Leeward Islands women, they came second and Trinidad and Tobago third. In today's episode of In Case You Missed It, I'm so pleased to be joined by the most valuable player of the Windies Under-19 tournament. That's the skipper of the Leeward Islands women's team, MVP Claxton. Good afternoon, MVP. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. So happy that I could finally chat with you. Are you back in St. Kitts and Nevis?
No, I'm not. I'm still in Trinidad for a tour against the USA. West Indies Under-19 tour against the USA.
Okay, but how is Trinidad and Tobago? Are you having a good time?
Yes, I am for sure. Great time.
Okay, good, because I'm Trini too. So let me know if they're taking care of you. And what about St. Kitts and Nevis? Where in St. Kitts and Nevis are you from?
In St. Kitts and Nevis, I live in the country, which is oh God.
What's the name of the place?
In Sandy Point.
Okay. I'm sure viewers will know. So I think that's a good way for us to just have an idea where you come from. Well, I have to tell you, congratulations on placing second at the Windies Rising Stars Under-19 Championship. Now that it's done and dusted, Jazara, and you know, we finally got some time to reflect. How proud are you of your team's accomplishment?
I'm extremely proud of my team accomplishment. For me, for all of us, it's the first time reaching the finals in the West Indies Under-19 tournament, and we've been working towards this for the last couple months, years, and for us to just come out this year and do our best reaching in the final, I'm extremely proud of the team.
Yeah, and Jazara, one of the things I always say is, people, they always see the results. They love when you're doing well, but they never really understand the work, the preparation that goes into winning any competition. Talk to me about the work that went into this team, and you were the captain, to ensure that they reached this final.
For me, it's just lots of patience with the girls. You know, some of them first year in the tournament, just had to keep them positive, keep them always backing themselves, and me always being there for them in everything they do. We've been working hard for this tournament for a very long time, and for us to come out here in Trinidad this year to play second was extremely great.
Yeah, and what would you say are some of the strengths of your team? You know, the positives.
For me, sometimes when stuff don't go as planned, we still keep the energy and always try to encourage each other throughout the game, and that's just one of the stuff that I love, and it's also a strength for us.
Yeah, and you know, with every positive, there's always some negative. What are some of the areas, as the captain and somebody who's been playing this game for quite some time, what are some of the areas you'd like to see the team improve in?
For me, it's everything really, because you can never be good at everything, so it's just always room for improvement in everything. For me, it's really our batting. We could work on a lot more, and for me, really in the field as well.
Yeah, and Jazara, you know, the role of captaincy can sometimes add pressure to any player. But based on you walking away as the MVP of the tournament, I feel like it motivated you. How was it for you being the leader of the team, and did you ever feel that pressure?
Yes, it's always pressure. sometimes, as I said earlier, stuff don't always go as planned, and it's just for you to always keep your head up and be there, because as the leader, you have to keep your head up always, because like everyone said, that being the leader, the whole team looks up to you. So if you bow your head, like the whole team's gonna bow their head, so you can't be the one to, dull the energy. So as a captain, you have to always keep your head up and try to encourage everyone.
But what about when you're having a down day? How are you able to push yourself, motivate yourself, and ensure that the rest of your team does not feel that?
Sometimes the other players are there for me, and I love that about them, and that's one of the reasons why I always keep going, because like my other teammates that are always there for me, and
Yeah, they of course push you and ensure that, even when you're having a bad day, they're there for
yes.
you. What about the team behind you, like the coaching staff, your manager and all of that? Do you feel like you get the support that you need?
Definitely, they're always there for me, and always there for the players also. We could go to them for anything, ask them anything, and they will definitely try their best to give it, do it all for us. And I love that about them. They're always there for us.
Yeah, and Jazara, I know this is a big question, but I'd love to find out, do you one day see yourself being the captain of the Windies women's senior team? That's a big role.
For me, it's yes, but still no. But I would definitely give everything I could to work towards it. As you said, it's a big role, and you have to be mentally prepared to take over that sort of job. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about Hayley Matthews as a captain? She's been doing a great role. Just like you, I feel like, since she got the captaincy, she started to even do better in her own performances. What do you think?
Hayley is a great captain. I played under her already for at CPL for the Barbados Royals.
Yeah.
She always there. I feel like she great at coping with pressure. She don't be too hard on herself. She don't be too hard on us as players. And for me, I look up to her as a player and as a captain, and she inspired me a lot in everything.
Yeah, good to know that, especially because she is the current West Indies women's senior captain and really has been doing well for herself. Now, Jazara, you left the competition as the MVP. You had 11 wickets, 191 runs. That's an average of 43.75. Now, let's just go back a bit. At the start of the competition, did you imagine that you would be leaving as the tournament MVP?
No, I never imagined that. For me, I just came out here in Trinidad to give it my all, put my best foot forward, and showcase my skills in every game.
Yeah, so I'm asking you things about, before you started playing, and I want to know, did you always know that you wanted to be a cricketer? And if not, when did you realize, hey, I want to do this as a job?
It's been, for me, yes, I wanted to be a cricketer from a very long time. But when I was in St. Kitts at home, like, cricket it wasn't as popular as it is now.
Okay.
So I kind of switched sports. But recently I switched back over to cricket, and like everything's been going like great for me right now. So for me right now it's just to make cricket my career sport.
I think this makes you a very special all-round athlete. And I know you don't like to talk about it, but I think it's so cool because for a player to be able to play cricket at such a high level, play for your national team in football, do some track and field as well, it's like you were just born to do this thing.
Yes, for me it's just a given talent. Yeah, thank God for the talent, but I have chosen cricket to be my career sport.
Yeah, but I can't leave this alone because I saw some clips of you playing football, some goals you scored, and that was so brilliant. So was it a tough decision for you to choose between football and cricket, or did you always just know?
It wasn't a tough decision. Cricket has always been my favorite sport, so not really a tough decision for me. So I just switched and just back my switch. Like, did it really? I feel like it was hard to become a footballer from St. Kitts also. So for me, I just felt like cricket was the one, even though cricket has always been my favorite sport.
Yeah, well, that's good because it's always a joy when you get to do what you love, and you're getting to do that now, and you're doing brilliantly at it. And of course, we wish you all the very, very best. Now, this competition, very close to my heart. It's live on SportsMax every single year, the Women's Caribbean Premier League, and it's fast approaching. You will be suiting up for the Trinbago Knight Riders, and how thrilled are you to be a part of this setup? I know you mentioned earlier that you were a part of the Barbados Royals, but are you excited to be representing TKR?
Yes, I'm extremely excited to be representing the TKR Women's CPL team. I'm looking forward to giving my all, putting my best foot forward and contribute to the team this year.
Yeah, and you know what really stood out for me is TKR. They've signed some really big names like Meg Lanning, Jess Jonathan, Jemima Rodriguez, Shika Pandey. How excited are you to be on the same team as these players, and what are you looking forward to learn from them? Because they've played at the highest level, so I think there'll be a lot of things, Jazara, that you can learn from them.
Yes, I'm very excited to play with them. Looking forward to ask some questions to better my game and just looking on, learning from them. Yeah, as you say, they played at the highest level, and I also want to play at the highest level. So I'm looking forward to ask questions and kind of try to take some stuff from their game and try to put it towards my game as well.
Yeah, so a lot of people have been reaching out to me and messaging and saying that, you know, TKR will be the team that they think can go on to win this competition. I don't know if you know, but my sister, Karishma, she plays for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. So, you know, it's a tough one for me because I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. My sister is playing for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. And then the Barbados Royals, they look really, really good as well. Which team do you think? I know you're going to say TKR. Let me rephrase the question. How confident are you that TKR can win this year's WCPL?
I'm very confident. I feel like we have an awesome group of players. We just have to go out there and execute our skills to win the trophy.
All right. And, you know, this question I think is so important. How do you feel, you know, how crucial are competitions like the Women's CPL? And how do they help you to improve your game?
For me, as I said earlier, that they have some players that have played at the highest level, and it's just really asking questions, just finding out different stuff about the game to kind of better my own game or anyone's personal game, to just move forward and to grow as quick as possible in your career.
Yeah, so I don't know if you're a planner and, you know, you usually sit down and think like, hey, I want to be here in the next 2 years. I want to do this by the next 5 years. Do you do that? Do you sit and plan and look forward to what's coming up? Or are you like, you know, I just believe in this process, I'm going to work hard and it will work out for me?
Yeah, not really a planner. Just for me, it's just believing in myself. I'm gonna work hard for sure to reach where I want to be. For me, I feel like planning is just kind of something that reachable but not reachable in at the same time, because it's like you don't want to plan something unrealistic, and like it's just kind of at the time and at the moment situation for me. So it's just me being able to go out there, back myself, and just give it everything to be at the level that I want to be.
Yeah, and it must add pressure to you, you know, when you set these kind of goals, as you said, and, you know, there's that in the back of your mind that you're really trying to achieve it. Well, you know, we're going to wrap this part of the interview. That doesn't mean we're done yet. We have an exciting part coming up. But before you wrap, you know, anything you want to say to your people from St. Kitts and Nevis who are so proud of you, and they continue to support you in every one of your matches?
First of all, I would like to thank God for always being there for me, always supporting me in everything He do. Also, I would like to thank my coaches, my parents for always supporting me, and my coaches for always being there for me. Even when I have bad days at practice, they always keep supporting me, always pushing behind of me to put that work in. Like they say that you're not gonna always have good days, you're gonna have some bad days, but also I would like to just thank them for everything, always being behind of me, and yeah.
It's now time for the most exciting part of today's interview. It's rapid fire time. So, Jazara, I'll ask you a question and you say the first word or phrase that comes to mind. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
T20s or ODIs?
T20s.
Your favorite meal?
Mashed potato and chicken.
Oh wow, I love mashed potato too. So, most memorable cricket moment so far?
First CPL wicket.
First CPL wicket, that was when? Do you remember?
Yes, last year
Okay,
in Trinidad.
all right, perfect. So, would you prefer a night in or a night out?
Night in.
Who is your funniest teammate?
It depends on which team.
Okay, let's just say West Indies under 19. Funniest teammate.
Let's say Nigerian Cumberbatch.
I don't know why I feel like you would be somebody's funniest teammate if I were to ask them. I feel like you're the one with the jokes, but we're going with Najani for this interview, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so what are you doing when you're not playing cricket?
Video games.
Oh my, do you know my next question was reading or video games? So we're gonna have to skip that. Let's go to TikTok or Instagram.
Oh, wow. I could choose both.
Just pick one.
Instagram.
That was good. Okay, so who's your favorite cricketer? It can be from anywhere, because I know you're going to ask me, Mariah, is it from the West Indies woman? It can be from anywhere.
Alzawi Joseph and Haley Matthews.
Oh, wow, you have two? I'd love to know why, but we're going to have to move along because time. But which song have you been listening to lately?
Valiant Faith.
I like some Valiant too. Well, that was some good fun, Jazara. Let's now head across the social media, seeing that you like both TikTok and Instagram. We're going across the Twitter now to see what they've been saying about you. Let's see.
Okay.
So this one is from Windies Cricket. Congrats, Jazara. This is, of course, the CWI director, Deborah Coyat-Patton, presenting you with the Most Valuable Player Award in the Rising Stars Under-19 Championship. It just happened. Anything you want to say about receiving that award?
It's a pleasure to receive the Most Valuable Player Award. I've been working hard towards it and putting in work every single day. And like I said before, thank you to my coaches, my parents for always being there and supporting me.
Yeah, let's see what else they're saying about you. Social media. All right, this one is from St. Kitts and Nevis News. Jazara Claxton of St. Kitts excels in regional women's cricket. There's a picture of you there and your teammates. How good does it feel when you see yourself in the headlines in the news back home?
For me, it's a special feeling always to be on the news from St. Kitts. You know, one of the first persons from the St. Kitts to play for the West Indies under 19 and under 18. So it's always a pleasure to be on the news for me.
Yeah, you're a big deal. Let's see this third one. So this one is from Critica, and he says, I don't know, but Jewel Andrew and Jazara Claxton are just so good. Leeward's Cricket have 2 future stars coming up. Anything you want to say to Critica?
I agree.
I agree too. Of course, 2 big stars, and you know, Jazara, looking forward to see you do well. I had such a good time chatting with you on today's show. I want to thank you so much. I know you're busy, and I'm just wishing you all the very best in everything that you do.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, folks, that's it from us for today. Be sure to like, share, and comment, and let me know how much you enjoyed hearing from the MVP of this year's Windies Rising Stars Under-19 Championship, Jazara Claxton. Goodbye for now. I'll see you soon.